Hello everyone. In this video, I will be discussing my work on constellation design for securing communication against full duplex jammer. This is a joint work with my PhD supervisor, Professor Harshan Jagdish. A preliminary version of this work has been presented at IEEE GlobeCom, and full version of this work has been accepted for publication in IEEE Transactions on Communications. Since next generation of wireless networks aims at high data rate, widespread coverage, and ultra-reliable low-latency communication, it becomes imperative to address security threats on them by malicious nodes in the network. This work addresses a sophisticated threat model wherein a jamming adversary reduces the SNR at the base station below the required threshold. When executed correctly, the victim node requires multiple retransmissions, thus violating the strict latency constraints. In addition, the jamming adversary in this work also monitors the network for potential countermeasures. Let us assume a network where the number of frequency bands are equal to number of users. We assume that data rates of each user are distinct and channel between each user and the base station is fast feeding. Within this network, let us consider one of the users of this network, Alice. Alice here is a single antenna transmitter with low data rate and low latency messages. She uses FAB to communicate them to Bob. However, a jamming adversary, Dave, jams Alice's transmission by injecting high-powered noise. Dave is a full duplex cognitive adversary who measures the average energy level using an energy detector on FAB while jamming. Furthermore, he also measures the correlation between the messages on FAB and other frequency bands using a correlation detector. Given that there are no vacant frequency bands in the network, Alice must share a frequency band with one of the legitimate users in the network. However, she must ensure that the jammed frequency's energy level is maintained during the countermeasure. Furthermore, she must also ensure that she does not introduce correlations between the symbols on various frequency bands, as in both the cases she will get caught either by the energy detector or by the correlation detector. Let us now introduce a node Charlie that is adjacent to Alice. Charlie is a legitimate node of the network that communicates his messages to Bob on FCP. However, there are no strict latency constraints on his messages. Further, Charlie is equipped with a full duplex radio with a single receive antenna and multiple transmit antennas, and can receive a symbol on FCB, instantaneously modify it, and transmit it to Bob on FCB. Therefore, we propose a non-coherent fast-forward full duplex relaying scheme where Alice seeks help from Charlie to forward her messages to Bob. Charlie modifies his messages based on Alice's symbol and forward them to Bob. To maintain the same average energy level, Alice uses 1 minus alpha fraction of her energy and Charlie uses alpha fraction of her energy to communicate on FCB. At the same time, they use symbols from a pre-shared key and transmit them on FAB with their residual energies, that is alpha energy from Alice and 1 minus alpha energy from Charlie. This maintains the same average energy level on FAB as it was before the countermeasure. Also, the symbols on FAB and FCB are now independent. Since we are dealing with fast feeding channels, we use non-coherent signaling at Alice and Charlie. Moreover, since Alice's symbols have low data rate, he uses on-off keying symbols. In contrast, Charlie employs M-array ASK signaling scheme. Overall, our solution can be viewed as a constellation design problem when communicating in presence of a sophisticated jamming adversary. Through various simulation results backed by strong analytical analysis, in this work we showed that the proposed constellation design helps Alice successfully evade the jamming attack. Further, we also showed that despite having strong countermeasure detectors, the proposed countermeasure is undetected by Dave. In a nutshell, this is the first work of its kind to address security threats from a reactive adversary in a fast-fading environment. Generally, low latency applications find their use cases in applications with mission-critical updates, which are usually accompanied by short packet communication with low data rate signaling. For example, critical infrastructure, autonomous vehicles, and industrial IoT. Given that these applications will impact human life in an unprecedented manner soon, such constellation designs must be a part of wireless standards of the next generation of wireless communication. That will be all from my side. Thank you.